We had a weak back coming into this off season, so we deadlifted or rack pulled almost every single session when we trained back, and his back is some of his best fucking shots right now. They're nuts. So that's not a weak point anymore. I know when he turns around, he's gonna beat a lot of these guys in the back shots, guys that have been pros for a while. So that's one of the things. I think his back is gonna catch a lot of people, and you know, they always say shows are won from the back, so I think that's a big deal. And also on top of that is the density that he has. So not only is Brett big, but this muscle is hard and grainy. It's very Branch Warren-esque, and that it will make a difference. You know, anyone standing next to him, even if they're in shape, they might look fat just because they're not going to be as grainy and hard as he is. So those are definitely his secret weapons, and I think that conditioning will always carry us through. The most peeled guy is hard to get overlooked, no matter what.
Yes. Usually we start with chest and then finish shoulder, so it's kind of different for us because now we're getting into the chest. We're usually like done right after shoulders, but since Yvonne started with us, she didn't train chest. We did some shoulders with her. So it's good to mix it up. Now we're gonna get into some chest press here. I'm feeling pretty good finally. Didn't feel good starting the workout. Told Marty, like I said, a lot of traveling. You know, it's 8 hours of travel, 10 hours of traveling yesterday, straight to the gym. So this is the time, you know, you really got to grind stuff out. So he knows that. We're not scared of doing the work. We just want to make sure everything's internally working the way we want it to as well. And that's, you know, with rest, with recovery. So we're huge on that. And that's honestly, if you want some of my, you know, biggest tips on, you know, gains these last couple of years, and momentum and progression, it's like, you know, obviously training with Marty and just push each other, but like I've actually took a step back from training as much, which I mean as often. It's like I used to not take rest days. You know, I think everybody kind of did that when they started out and stuff. And like even, you know, I'd even ran that a little too long. But once I realized, you know, if you're truly training full out intensity, you have to take rest days. You have to listen to your body. And so still, you know, not only learning that, but, you know, but perfecting that. And we're really good at that. And like you can see, we always look fresh. We always, you know, we're always moving big weight, and that's because we're fresh. So today is definitely like, I'm feeling it coming back to me, and then we can just keep rolling from here.
You're only as good as your ability to recover.
Yep. Me too. Good. Yep. 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 Come on. Here we go. Now we go. Good. Yep. Yes. Yes. Good. Yep. Come on. Yep. Good. Yep. Yes. Almost. Yep. Oh. Okay. I'm glad I wasn't the only one, because I thought that shit was heavy as fuck.
What happened, Martin?
It killed both of us. I wasn't the only one that died. Thank God. We definitely want that. We're pushing limits. We know where we're at strength-wise, and obviously too, this is a little bit different for us because usually we're attacking this before delts, not after delts. So this is still strong for both of us.
I think, yeah, if you qualify for the O, like, we gotta go. You know what I mean? Especially that obligation. Oh, absolutely. So if I, you know, when I get that opportunity, which it's only a matter of time, like qualify for the Olympia, I'm definitely going to do that just to be, say, have that experience, So for me, that's, that's the main thing. For Marty, he's in a pretty cool spot now, being only 24 years old and being, this good of a bodybuilder at this young age, he can make some, he can make some choices now. People like Phil Heath didn't go to the first couple Olympias they qualified for. I think he has a little bit of a different mindset. He just, he's just trying to get up there and, show everybody what he's about. So we'll see. But the cool thing is, like, he has those choices now. And these next couple of years, we're going to see some really cool things from Martin. And, we're going to see amazing things. And I'm really excited to be a part of it and, kind of watch his journey unfold.
Yeah, man, I think, honestly, I haven't put any thought into that because my Olympia is the Texas Pro.
Right, okay.
And so until I win that, it won't even be talked about. I think, after that show happens, we'll sit down, Brett and I will, with Nelson, and, we'll make a decision on that. I think, obviously, being 24, it'd be cool to get on the stage. The youngest to be on the Olympia stage in modern era bodybuilding is Dallas McCarver. He was 26 years old, and for me to beat that is kind of something that I put in my head a long time ago. That being said, if I think I'm going to get on the Olympia stage and get my fucking ass kicked, I'm not going to go. Now, winning a pro show, it's unlikely that you're going to go get your butt kicked. Usually the guys that get their butt kicked, the guys that won on points or something. But yeah, man, I'm not going to go to the Olympia unless I win a show. But I right now, my Olympia is the Texas Pro, and my mind's not on anything but that. For me, that's the big check, that's the winner, that's the everything take all home. So it's 25 pounds of tissue in 1 year I put on since I've been down here in very similar condition. And this is just the first year that we've been training together. So it's only going to get bigger, it's only going to get better. And the other cool thing is, man, is that we have a family like you guys with Gasp and Better Bodies that's backing us in everything that we do, and it's only making us better. We're able to travel, we're able to see people get in the spotlight and be able to make ourselves better by getting around other bodybuilders.
This is my opinion on the whole logbook, and I think it's a good idea, especially for beginners, moving up their lifts. But the thing is, like, when you're like me and Martin and we're training, we're training balls to the wall year round. We don't go through cycles. We don't go through like, we're just gonna stop and not train as hard during this couple months, and then we're gonna start logging again to try to beat our PRs from the previous weeks. We're still trying to always beat those PRs. We know what our best are in our head, and if we're gonna reach it that day, then we're gonna go for it. The thing is, like, when you get too technical, I think you kind of lose the love for the sport. Your body's not always gonna be right, especially like in the prep like this. Like, there's days I come in here and like in him too, and I'm like, man, like, you look like you're lifting like shit today, strength's down a little bit today, but like, what can we do to still be productive? Okay, we're gonna do more volume today. We're gonna do more time under tension today. We're gonna do more stretch pauses today, things like that. So you gotta be able to always adapt and still get the most out of your training sessions. Because I'm not gonna let a logbook, I hit 500 pounds on this 3 weeks ago, but that was after I ate 1,000 carbs the night before and shit like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit it 3 weeks later when I'm low on food, So, and I'm not gonna let myself get down from that. So, because then people get too mental on like, I wasn't as strong as today as I was last week, and then they think it's just a waste. We're just trying to maximize the training session regardless. It doesn't matter if we're at 99% strength or 89% strength. We are still trying to maximize each training session, to get better in that day. So you won't see us writing anything down. Do we know our best lifts? Yes. And we have a chance to beat those, we will try to beat those and then remember that. But we're not gonna just keep continuing to chase a number, especially when there's so many different ways to, skin a cat, as you would say, in this sport of bodybuilding. So this, like I said, we fell in love with this for different reasons. It wasn't just the technical aspect of writing everything down, beating numbers, like, powerlifting, things like that. We fell in love because we love to lift, we love to train, we love to just continue to get better every day.